So here we are at the Niagara Botanical Gardens and Butterfly Conservatory and Horticultural School. That's the building in the back that looks like a greenhouse is the Butterfly Conservatory. And it's October 30th, 6:16 p.m. And this is Southern Ontario. Here we are looking at the Paulownia tomentosa that the students here grow every year. I think they basically coppice them every year, but you can see that these plants are several years old. The are several years old, that is, and the stems that grew this year are massively tall. Like the ones in front of me here are definitely over 2 meters tall. So that's over 6 foot tall, 7 foot tall. The one on the very right is definitely like 3 meters or 8 feet tall. And the tallest one right there, it's definitely 4 meters tall, 4 to 5 meters tall. And definitely taller than the story of a house. And that was all just in this growing season. If you look at some of my previous videos, you'll see that it was perhaps only 1 to 2 meters tall, and that was in the spring. But now it's massively tall, and I mean, maybe this one grew the tallest because it's not under the shade of I think it's an oak tree there in the background, whereas the other ones were. Yeah, I think it's an oak tree. So this tallest one seems not to have been in the shade of that oak tree, whereas the others were. So let's check it out. I thought mine was gonna get this tall, but not so lucky there. So let's take a look at this. This is the main trunk, the tallest one there, compared to an old school wrist watch. I mean, right? Its girth is pretty good. And if we move some of the leaves, we can see the fallen leaves. Sorry, we can see how it has been coppiced in the past. So you can see there was a sizable trunk there that was cut off. There was one here actually. It looks like this one was even wider than this one, but this one grew to cover the wound. And so that must have been massively tall. Maybe, maybe they let it grow for 2 years, who knows. But over here we see several trunks growing from what must be definitely a several year old root system. Right, so there's and the main root itself goes from all the way around here to all the way there. So essentially, this would have been a massive tree from here all the way around to there if it was not copiced at all. And the other ones over here, pretty much the same deal. Right? Same thing. Same thing. And it looks to me like, well, in my experience and from what I see here, is that several stems grow from the coppice, and then one of them becomes the main leader and gets the biggest, and the others just kind of small. Well, so that's that for the biggest Paulownia tomentosa I've ever seen, with my own eyes. Hope you guys are having a great autumn. The growing season was a little bit late into October this year, sorry. The farmers say that the fruits were 1 to 3 weeks late. The harvest was later, so it caused some problems for some farmers, but for fruit farmers it was okay. They just harvested their fruit later on. They didn't have any problems with the crops themselves. Anyways, have a happy autumn.